Everyone wants to raise respectful, grateful, not entitled kids, but it's not easy to do what it actually takes. My dad raised me mostly alone, and he was old school to his core. Talking back, mouthing off, ignoring requests, it was not an option. And the way he disciplined, it shaped everything who I am today. No entitlement, no victim mentality, just resilience, gratitude, and accountability. He was not soft, he was not permissive, and he never negotiated with chaos. Yet, he never hit me. Instead, he used several very effective strategies. First, firm boundaries, always paired with natural consequences. Let me tell you a story. There was a lamppost outside our house, which I was told not to climb. I did it anyway. So instead of taking me home to spank me, my dad told me that I was not allowed to go outside anymore. His explanation was that he couldn't trust me yet. I sat inside listening to my friends calling my name from the street. I was furious. I desperately wanted to go out. When I was finally led back outside, I avoided that lamppost like it had a restraining order against me. That's the power of natural consequences. And here's something my dad understood that most parents don't. You don't expect your child to be able to read after just one lesson. So why do we expect their still developing brain to behave perfectly after being corrected once? The long-term change requires repetition and consistency, not escalation. Second, and this is the one that most people skip, connection. No matter my dad's flaws, he was emotionally present. He was always there to hear me out. He was always in my corner. That meant everything. He delighted in us and we felt it. Dr. John Gottman's research shows that the emotional bond between parent and child is the single greatest predictor of whether a child will actually accept your correction. Not your tone, not your consequences, the relationship. That's the goal. Not a child who listens because they're scared of you, but a child who listens and responds because they respect you and trust you. Third, control the environment, especially who they spend time with. My dad monitored my friendships. If someone in my life was pulling me in the wrong direction, that friendship ended. Of course, at the time, I was furious. Dad, you just don't want me to have any friends. Years later, I watched those same kids take paths that I was genuinely happy I didn't follow. Research is clear on this. Peer influence is one of the strongest predictors of adolescent risk behavior, stronger than almost any single parenting decision you will make. Who your child stands next to every day is shaping them, whether you're paying attention or not. Know their friends, know their families. This is not control. This is strategy. And last, as I got older, my dad made a shift that I think is everything. He stopped saying, "You can't do that," and started saying, "I would be very disappointed if you chose to do that." When all my friends started smoking at 15, he didn't forbid it. He told me how he felt, and then he trusted me to choose. That gave me ownership, and because I respected him, I didn't want to let him down. My dad was not trying to control my behavior, he was building my conscience. And everything that my dad did intuitively, without a psychology degree, turns out is exactly what the research supports. Firm boundaries, natural consequences, deep connection, a controlled environment. And as they grow, handing them ownership of their own choices. That's what my dad gave me, and that's what I'm giving my kids. You see, my dad wasn't a perfect parent. He lost it sometimes, just like I do, just like you do. But he was always playing the longer game. His focus was never on just how do I stop this right now, but on who is my child becoming. He didn't raise obedient children. He raised people who didn't need him in the room to make the right call. That lamppost never stood a chance.